everybody, and welcome to Hot Off the Press, a new podcast that we're trying to do here to help you see the potential of a show that we are trying to try out here in Danville and hopefully bring to Broadway.
Yes.
My name is Mr. Doug Simon.
And I am Mr. Bud Davenport.
Yes, and so we're bringing a show to Danville. It's called Gutenberg, the Musical.
Yep.
And we are really trying to engage you all and get some interest for you all to come to our reading of this musical and hopefully get some Broadway producers to want to produce our show.
Yes, yeah. If you know any Broadway producers, they don't even have to live in Danville. But if you know any Broadway producers, please get them to come to the show.
They don't even need to be a producer. If they want to give us money, we'll take it.
We have no more.
We have no more money.
Nope.
So, in hopes of gaining some interest, we wanted to take some time to kind of talk about and answer some questions that people in the community have put out on our Facebook page.
Right.
I know that the Lorraine Theater, they wanted to ask a question to us. Specifically, they wanted to know what inspired us to write Gutenberg. So why don't you take that, Bud?
Well, what inspired us to write Gutenberg? I mean, well, we've always kind of been into writing musicals, you know. We've done a couple things. Nothing's really stuck to the wall, though, you know. But we went through a couple things, and like I said, it didn't really work out. So we figured, Phantom. Yeah, Phantom didn't work out because I couldn't figure out how the hell he got that boat down there.
Yeah.
You know,
we tried to make a prequel of that one. So
yeah, because Phantom's really well known, so we figured why not piggyback off of that.
Yeah, but just finding a way that he got the boat down there,
it was not a thing.
There's too many stairs.
And then I'm a really big Stephen King fan. I've read a lot of his books, and there's Psycho the Musical, and I was like, you know what, horror musicals.
Yeah.
Why not try Stephen King the Musical?
Horror. Yes.
Horror. Yeah. And so I figured, you know, all the Stephen King books, one musical.
You killed that one, though. I think it can work still.
Maybe I don't agree. But you know, I don't think it worked out.
Yeah. Well, so we had to go down. We had to go back to the drawing board.
We had to go back to the drawing board.
And so we thought about, especially after Stephen King, we're like, okay, that's a lot of books.
It's a lot of books.
A lot of books. Try to put in one musical. Let's just try to stick to one
book.
And we had this idea of like, well, what about the first book?
The very first book ever.
Right. So we try to figure out, okay, what was the first book?
Right.
Who invented the first, or not necessarily invented the first book.
No,
who helped create the first book?
Yes, who wrote the first book? Print and published. Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So we did some research on the Google and
just Google.
The Google. And we figured it out. What was his name, Doug?
Johann Gutenberg.
Johann Gutenberg. Yeah. What a name.
German.
That's a good name.
German inventor.
A German name.
Right?
A German inventor.
Yes.
German inventor.
You said it right the first time.
Okay. I was making sure. He invented the thing called the printing press.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a thing that prints books.
Right.
The very first book.
Which was
the Gutenberg Bible.
The Gutenberg Bible. Now, our show's not about the Bible, right?
No, our show's not about the Bible.
Right. There's no, we
didn't really want to get into that aspect of that part of the search that we did.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we did want to figure out, though, was how he invented the printing press.
That's right.
Right? So it's not about the Bible, but how did he invent something to print out the Bible, publish the Bible, right?
And what trials and errors he went through to actually get it done.
Who kind of was his villain of his story that was trying to not get him to print?
Right. Was there a villain, you know? So we did all that. Now, obviously, we're not going to give too much away.
Right.
Because our show is about that.
Right.
So if you really want to know more about this amazing story, you should come see the show.
Come see the show. Yeah.
You need to come see the show.
Yeah. Where can they come see the show?
Where can they? Okay, so we're doing it here in Danville.
Yeah.
At the Dak Bremer Auditorium.
Yes.
And we're doing it. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little stage.
Nice little
It's
stage.
perfect for the show. It's
Perfect.
perfect for the two of us.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
it's just
know,
us.
it's I can't. You know what? It is just us, but we kind of kill it. We kind of kill it
Yeah.
in the good way,
Yeah. And so again, so we're in the show,
right?
but you're going to see a lot of characters, and if we want to talk about maybe one of the characters of interest,
Sure,
um,
sure.
tell us a little bit about Helvetica.
Helvetica, that's my girl. I love Helvetica.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, you wrote Helvetica beautifully, I have to say.
I know.
You gave her a lot of depth and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of character where, maybe there wouldn't have been,
True.
So Helvetica is the love interest of Gutenberg,
Mm-hmm.
throughout the whole thing. Um, and she she really just loves Gutenberg,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
She also she be the grape stomper.
yeah. So she helps make the wine
Oh
in the
yeah,
wine press shop,
in the
right?
wine.
Yes. So when we say she stomps grapes, it's to make wine, right? And so wine pressing, printing press.
Printing
You might
press.
see a little
Yeah.
correlation
Yeah.
there.
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
little
no
correlation.
wonder their cross paths a bit.
Yeah, yeah,
But also, where? So here's a quiz question.
Okay.
Where else can you find Helvetica?
You're never gonna believe it. Helvetica is a font.
The font.
It's a freaking font.
Next,
Helvetica is a font.
if you're not using Helvetica to write your papers, you're missing out.
We almost wrote the script in the font.
Yeah, yeah. Well, did we not?
No, it's a little hard to read.
It's like block letters.
Oh, well,
It's about. Can you read?
I can't.
Okay.
Most of the time, I can read.
You can read music.
I can't read music. I wrote the music.
Okay. So anyway, we are giving this podcast out on January 1st, right?
Yeah.
So we are
Yeah.
hoping to give some of these weekly podcasts out coming, as we lead up to our show.
Yeah.
But today's a special one because it is January 1st.
It's January 1st.
What do
It's the New Year.
What do you typically do on January 1st?
You know what? I celebrate.
Okay.
It's a new year. It's January 1st.
What else do you do for the new year?
I celebrate. You know what? I celebrate because it's New Year, and we also I forget the name of it. What are they called? It's slipping my mind. New Year's the resolution.
The resolution.
Yeah,
There
New
you
Year's
go, buddy.
resolutions.
That's the word I was looking
You
for.
also I celebrate the New Year's resolutions too. Like you celebrate the
Do
New
you
Year.
celebrate a New Year's resolution, or do you
Yeah.
make one?
Well, I guess technically you make one, and then when you achieve it, you celebrate it.
Okay.
Right? I feel like that's pretty good.
So okay. So anyway, talking about New Year's resolutions, me. What's yours?
What's mine?
Yeah.
My New Year's resolution, honestly, and it might be the same as yours, Doug. I can't lie.
Let's see.
I really this year, we have a whole 12 months. It's a year.
That's a year.
I really want to get Gutenberg to Broadway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we have something really special here, and I think it needs to see Broadway. I think it needs to see the stage lights.
Yeah.
I
agree.
So that's mine.
Yeah. I'd say, okay, so if I try to make something a little different, then, how do we get to Broadway? We got to do this tryout first, right? We got to get some people in the seats.
We got to get some people.
Got to get some people interested. My resolution, I'm hoping it's my goal that these podcasts, leading up to the show, get you all interested. That we have a great crowd.
Yeah.
Right? I'd love to have a great crowd out for this show. So.
Yeah, you know what? We have a lot of fun in the show.
Yeah.
Like there's some serious moments for sure, but I feel like we just like to have fun with the audience during the show too.
Yeah, it's set in Germany. and we're trying to have a lot of fun in this show.
Yeah, beautiful Germany.
Yeah, beautiful. It's a funny show. We try to have a lot of fun with it. Well, I am Mr. Doug Simon, and thank you so much for tuning in with us.
You know what? I'm Mr. Bud Davenport, and we're going to be giving you one podcast episode every week, one episode every week leading up to our performance in Danville, specifically the weekend of that.
Yeah.
So make sure to continue to ask questions, because we love to answer questions.
Yes, we do.
So if you want to know when that weekend is, by the way, that weekend is it's the January 23rd, the 24th.
Okay.
It's the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, right?
No, it's
No.
not, bud.
Oh, it's that weekend,
It's
though.
January 24th through the 26th.
Oh,
So,
I was pretty.
no, you weren't.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
I haven't been sleeping well, but it's that weekend.
It's January 24th through the 26th. We are actually kind of, working with DLO Musical Theater.
Yeah.
So if you want to go ahead and buy your tickets, go to dlomusicaltheater.com.
Right.
Get your tickets there. Again, you can find all that information with correct dates.
With correct dates.
With
don't listen to me.
Ticket prices, all that good stuff, where it's happening. You can find it all there. And again, if you want to keep up to date with me, myself and Bud, go to their Facebook page as well. Go to DLO Musical Theater's Facebook page.
Their Facebook page.
Instagram.
The Instagram.
They're on the gram.
They have freaking Instagram.
They have TikTok too.
They have TikTok. They're up to date with all the technology.
Yeah, up to date.
And you know what? Real quick, I just want to thank DLO for giving us the opportunity to produce our show in Danville. Because they provided us with an amazing, rehearsal space. It's got heating, which is awesome this time of year. It's got heating, and they've also given us a small chunk of money to help us with the show. And I just wanted to thank them real quick, because they're giving us the opportunity to produce Gutenberg.
How nice, bud.
So,
well, that is all from your first podcast.
That's right. This has been Hot Off the Press with Bud and Doug.
Thank you.
And now we're signing out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.